Hey guys, Mouse here and welcome to another Power of Destruction video. Today is a fire day and we got 900 million points. It's quite surprising, to be honest. I'm really surprised because I did not expect that the fire team can actually reach this much damage. So last week we only got 645 million, although last week we still didn't have our A5 SOOHYUN, but I've made a really huge revamp on my fire team today, and we're gonna be checking them as well in this video. So just for comparison, I just posted my water team run, which reached 1 billion points on 2 teams. But the reason I'm surprised is because my team won with Alicia and Maylin with SOOHYUN here, which is actually a good stable DPS in a water day. We got 632 million, pretty close to be honest compared to this one, and we kind of have a disadvantage there because our advancements on Min and Emma is just A1 and A3, and our SOOHYUN is now A5 and we got an A4 weapon. So I'm gonna show you guys what I adjusted and latest updates on my build, especially on Jinwoo. So let's go ahead and check out the replay. Alright, guys, that was 563 million. Interesting. That was quite unexpected, to be honest. But yeah, I think. Okay, let's take a look at this. And by the way, guys, again, there are some cheating allegations once again. So I'll just go ahead straight to the review process, because some people are requesting for me to share the entire process from preparation up to this point, but I can't do that because I do a lot of stuff beforehand and I do a lot of runs. It takes me like a few hours before I can get my desired score. But anyhow, you can still see my account here. It's impossible to cheat this. It's impossible to change anything here because what I use inside the dungeon is always gonna be like, if I enter the dungeon, I cannot change anything there. So what I show you here in my videos is always gonna be only those. And just to kind of show you that I will not change anything here, nothing, because I'm getting accused of changing or using a whale account and editing my videos to deal those damage, and it's crazy. Like, it's lame and it's absurd. But for now, you can take a look at my scores. This is my this is pretty normal, by the way. Okay, nothing really. I mean, there's nothing special here. Okay, so yeah, this is my IGN. This is my only account. You can see now my Moon Shadow is already at A4. I got that from the Hunters Association Special Summons. Okay, and I'm very close to A5. Hopefully, I get the A5 soon. Let me just update you quickly on what has changed in my account. So, my attack is now 24.1k. Gears are still pretty much the same. There. I'll just... now, I don't have an extra fire element here. And then, for the skills, I'm still using this for the critical hit damage. And I'm using the Cutting Rush with the min lineup because my ult's gonna be not. It's really not gonna be my main damage dealer this time because the energy gain is a bit slow with min compared to if I'm gonna play with Maylin Fisher. Okay, and for the stats allocation, I tried to lessen my precision here and increase my attack. That's why my attack is now 24.1k, but my precision is still at 91.55%. So someone requested the gem setup, so I'm gonna show you my latest gem setup right now. So your priority here will be to get the attack percentage. That's gonna be good for Jinwoo, but attack is fine. I think it kind of depends on your current attack, raw attack. So I'm not sure which one's gonna benefit more, because it's highly situational. So whether attack or attack percent, for me, it's fine. I mean, difference is gonna be minimal in my case, but for you guys, you can test it out. But generally for Jinwoo, it's gonna be attack percent. For the hunters, I'm not sure. Kind of depends on your weapons, to be honest. Let me just see. Attack 2.5. Attack is 2,500 because hunters generally have less raw attack. That's why the effect of attack percent is generally gonna be less. And Jinwoo has 2 weapons, and that's why if you add the attack percent, it's gonna be more. And you also have the attack stats for Jinwoo. So just check on that. It kind of depends on your lineup as well. It's highly situational. If you're using 3 attack units, of course, it's gonna be better to have all those 3 units plus Jinwoo to get the most benefit. But what I actually change here is my orange gems or yellow gems. I now switch to precision, and the reason is that I want all my hunters to have that extra precision, because precision is not something that you can get elsewhere aside from these and the weapons. And also, my critical damage for most of my hunters are already reaching that point wherein the effect is very minimal already. Okay, the additional critical hit damage raw to critical damage percentage conversion is already low. I explained that on my Jinwoo build video, so you can check on that if you want, where I discussed the diminishing returns here, as well as the diminishing actual damage increase of the critical damage percentage, if you're interested. My hunters now have a better consistency in terms of their damage, so I'm not sure whether that's okay or not, but you can see here actually, even without my crit damage gems, you can actually see here that my crit damage is almost 200%, and going beyond 200% is gonna be very, very difficult. So I feel like it's kind of pointless. But if I change my boots, for example, to a different one, defense penetration, something like that, then maybe I need the gems. But in this case, I don't really need them because most of my artifact rolls are actually crit damage, so I think I have to balance in that regard. Whether or not it has been effective in my case, I don't know. It changes every time. I just wanted more consistency on the damage and get the stats that I could not get elsewhere. For my blessing stones, I haven't tested the others yet. I probably should have used something else other than the bloodlust, but maybe this one helped as well. I'm not sure. Just additional damage here, there, and since I'm using my cutting rush now, I opted for more general damage. Now let's go to the hunters because this is where the major change happened. And my SOOHYUN stats is here. There you go. There you go. Fire damage. And the artifacts are still the same. Okay. Again, let me just open this to prevent that, cheating. I mean, nonsense. It's nonsensical and it's very foolish to do that. Okay, so guys, please stop that. Here, it's my only account, and you can see here literally this is the run that I just posted on the water day. You can find it on my channel already. My first 1 billion score on the water day. This is the lineup that I use. And then if we would compare it to my last time, it's still an A3, and then the skill is not yet that strong, but I'm kind of surprised I was able to reach 560 million on that team because let me just check it. Let me just for comparison. So I got 630 million on the water day. Of course, Alicia is the superior DPS here, but SOOHYUN was also there. So I think in terms of DPS, maybe Emma is actually doing the work as well. I actually improved my Emma a lot now. I now have the weapon. And the reason I took this, of course, the break state and additional damage, and I'm gonna try to push this into A5 because I now have a proper fire team, and it would be a waste not to focus on these as well. And for my skills, just 777, and now just to show you the stats, not perfect yet, but I think it's fine. Okay, damage increase there, and crit damage, and HP is 42k, fire damage is 11%. For the artifacts, so here's what changed here as well. I did not go for the 8-piece crit set. You're only gonna get additional 5% for crit rate and 15% on critical hit damage. Wherein, when I explained already the diminishing actual damage increase from critical hit damage, it's not gonna be worth it. So what I did instead is to break it apart into 4-piece and got my 2-piece curse set with HP and crit damage as well, so that we can add more damage, and then get another 2-piece of my noble sacrifice for additional HP percent increase. And for Armin, we're just using the same old setup with the Guardian set and the V reset. And really, I've been playing this a lot yesterday to get this 632 to perfect all the shadow steps and all the rotation, and I got this score. And the limited banner, SOOHYUN was also here to help out with the damage and benefiting from Maylin's attack percent increase. So I think the fire team is pretty okay in terms of damage output. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. Hope to see you on the next video. And if you love what we're doing here and your support is still free, you can also support me in the Netmarble content creator programs. I still have codes to give away if you haven't used one. And huge thanks and shout out to all of our supporters here. Really appreciate all the help here. Lit, Agoyers, and all the top 10 here. Peterson is also here. There you go. Thank you so much for all the support and all of our... Wow, we're almost at 500 supporters right now. So yeah, thank you guys, and see you on the next video.